Hey everybody, it's Joy with joyslife.com, and I'd like to welcome you to the second episode of 52, where we do a crafty project each week for 52 weeks. Alright, let's get started with this week. What I've got is the awesome UTEE. That stands for Ultra Thick Embossing Enamel, and we have it in clear. And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to mess around with some bottle caps. So I have all kinds of bottle caps. You can buy bottle caps like I did right here. These are printed and made to look sort of vintage. They're pretty cool. I've got plain white bottle caps and black. Now these are uncirculated bottle caps. So these are not bottle caps that I've gotten off of bottles. I actually purchased these. And let me show you how they're different. These are flat on the inside like this, okay? And here are some just off of a beer bottle. Now this one, if you can see, has like a little rim inside and some plastic. And it's already been squished to fit on a bottle. Okay, so that is how that looks. Let me see if I can get you to see that. Anyway, this one, whoops, this one is still open. So that side has not been squished to fit on a bottle. You can flatten these bottle caps with a hammer and things like that. I haven't been able to get it to work very well, so I just bought mine. So you can still use these for different projects, but they don't turn out quite the same for everything you want to do. So this is a great surface to work with if you want to make a necklace. Here's something I made. So this one's going to be a necklace, and that's got the UTEE in it. We just melt it in this melting pot. Let me show you how to do that. It's so much fun. I've got my melting pot set to the UTEE setting. So that is the best setting for what will melt your ultra thick embossing enamel. And I have a little craft sheet in there. It's made specifically to go in the pot, and I've been heating this for over 5 minutes, so it's ready for us to work with as soon as we're ready. I'm going to move it out of the way. If you grab it by these handles, you can move it without burning yourself, which is super nice. Now let me show you what I'm going to do. I've got this bottle cap sticker pack, and you can use other images and things to go inside your bottle cap, but I thought this would make it super easy. So I've already chosen one earlier, that's why that one's missing. But all I'm going to do is pick a cool little bottle cap that I like. Oh, and look at this. See those smaller bottle caps at the top? Those go with tiny, tiny bottle caps. Let me see, I've got some right here. Look at that. Aren't they cute? So you could use these for embellishments on cards and all kinds of things. You can use the big bottle caps for that too, but today we're going to use them to make a necklace. Alright, so let's move that off. Well, I like, oh, it's so hard to choose. I like all of them. I think they're so pretty. Oh, here's one with a record on it. Let's use that. Is that a record? It kind of looks like one, like an old 45. Okay, I will peel that one off and move that out of the way. This is as simple as pie. All you have to do is stick this inside your bottle cap. So I'm just sticking it in the bottle cap, and it's just a sticker, so obviously it's sticky on the other side. And that is as hard as that is. Simple. Alright, my melting pot is heated up. I'm going to take my bottle cap and plop it right in there. I'm going to use my ultra thick embossing enamel, my UTEE. And I'm just using a plastic spoon. I'm going to just drop some in there. So just put as much in there as you like. Well, that's more than I meant to put, but that's okay. It'll melt and be just fine. So you can give it a heavy coat like that, like it just snowed on top of it, or you can just do a little bit. Either way, it's going to turn out okay. You will have either thicker embossing or less thick, depending. Now you can put the cover on it and give it just a second and it'll begin to melt. Okay, let's check and see how it's going. Hey, it's melting. Alright, this is good. If you feel like you need to stir it around, you can. But it can create more bubbles. So I see that there's some bubbles in there now. Let me zoom in and show you. Okay, there's some bubbles in there now. I'm just going to pop those with the little tool that came with my melting pot. And if you leave it in there a long time, your embossing enamel will begin to really yellow and give it sort of an aged amber color. But if you don't leave it in there very long, then you'll have a clearer look to it. Like this one that I did. That one's a little bit more clear. Unfortunately, that sticker was a little yellow to begin with, so it's kind of hard to tell. But this one is Now, can you see that? One is, this one over on my left is much lighter than the one on my right. So take it out if you don't want it to be very yellowed. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way this one looks, so I'm just going to go ahead and lift carefully. Don't burn yourself. Lift my little craft sheet right out and try not to drop it the wrong way when I take it out. All right, and there we go. I'll put the lid back on this. I'm going to use it again in a minute, so I'm going to leave it on and just move it out of the way. Now that this thing is a little bit cooler, I can go ahead and take it off my mat. I'll move that out of the way, and we can turn it into something. I'm going to make a necklace out of this one. You can use these and turn them into magnets, embellishments of any kind, bracelets, whatever you want to do. They're really fun. My daughter even has a belt with cool little bottle caps all over. It's really neat. But today, we're going to turn this into a necklace. I'm using a bottle cap hole punch made by Bottle Cap Incorporated. It came from this package. I got it at Hobby Lobby for $20. Use a coupon. All right, so all you're going to do is decide where you want your hole to go and then punch it. It's very simple, and it's not hard to punch a hole in these things either. So just decide just about where you think your center is. All right, and then punch. Done. Probably the hardest part is just getting it off getting it off when you're finished. Okay, there we go. That wasn't too hard. All done. And see, I have a nifty little hole in there. It's right there. Okay, so now all we have to do is decide what kind of chain we're going to use. And I like the ball chain. So I bought this one. It is with the Bottle Cap Company, but I also got some of these cool ones by Doris. So these are neat. You can get them in a lot of different colors. I have a teal, a pink, and purple. So they have a lot. And then what is this one? Like a can't even think of what you call it. Gold. Anyway, so that one, it's not gold. I can't think of what it is. Bronze. Anyway, so all those to choose from. I'm just going to use this one because I like kind of that vintage look in my jewelry. So I'll just open it up and then we'll run it through the bottle cap. Another thing that you can do is add a charm. I have a cute little charm right here that I thought we'd use. I like that. So if we're going to do a charm, then you need to use a jump ring to add the charm. Or you can just try to run the ball chain through it, but I think that using a little jump ring like this, or an O-ring, whatever you want to call it, works great. So let's open that up and add that too. These are also by Doris. I seem to be getting a lot of their products lately. They have a lot of the things that I need. Okay, so now the hard part is just choosing a cute color. I think I'm going to go with, let's see, I was going to say red, but I think I'll do green. Okay, so now I've got my little green thing, my little green jump ring. You just want to hold one end of the jump ring with something. This one's really already open, so I don't have to hold it open much. And I'll just slip my key right on it. Whoop. I don't have a very good grip of it. Okay, I am going to have to open the other side. So I'm just using two different pliers to open them up, to kind of pull them apart. If you want to use your fingernails, that's fine, but ow, you know, sometimes that doesn't work out. Okay, so there we go. We've got this together. So we've got my little key on the jump ring, like that. Now I'm just going to see how I want this to hang. Just going to stick it through the hole that we made. Hup! Oops! Sometimes it looks easier than it is. Okay. Actually, this is very simple. There we go. Now I just need to squeeze the two back together. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And now we've got the key over that. See? Oh, and there's the back. I need to scrape off some of the UTEE got on the back, and I'll just scrape that off. Or you can just pretend like you don't see it either way. After all, that is going to be flat. All right, so there's that part. And see, that's a cool charm already. I mean, that would look really neat on any kind of a mixed media thing that you're doing, or as a necklace, which is what we're going to do. Okay, I've opened my ball chain. There's the little, each end of it. And so we're just going to drop the chain through the jump ring. Very, very simple. Yay, this is so cute. And that's the finished necklace. All done. What do you think? I think this is so cool. I love the idea of making my own necklaces specific to what I want. I just think that is so cool. So try this using your melting pot and some UTEE, and use photographs and different things that are special to you, and use charms that are unique to you and your personality. I think this is so much fun. I just love it. I love this one that I made. So remember that one, it turned out a little lighter like that because I didn't let it sit as long. So the longer you let that clear UTEE sit, the more amber looking it gets. There's another one. I like that. And here's one that I used just with a beer bottle top, so you can do that too. They're a little sharper on the edge because they have been circulated and, you know, taken off a beer bottle. But that's okay. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, hey, it's awesome. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a bottle cap necklace with UTEE. I had so much fun doing this. I can't wait to make some more. Hope to see you again next week for the next issue of 52. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.